Welcome back to the channel, fellow collectors and curious minds. Today, we're diving into a fascinating story buried in the palm of your hand, a small piece of history that, while it may seem ordinary at first glance, actually holds a surprising tale of heritage, art, and value. I'm talking about a coin that changed the way we look at our pocket change forever. The 1999 Delaware State Quarter. But not just any Delaware quarter, this one is rare, misunderstood, and a hidden gem, the 1999 Delaware Quarter featuring the year 1787, with a D mint mark and a twist that involves none other than the name Roosevelt. Now, when we think about quarters, we don't usually get too excited. They're the workhorses of American coinage. They jingle in our pockets, disappear into vending machines, and pile up in our car cup holders. But in 1999, the U.S. Mint launched something bold, something that sparked a collecting frenzy across the nation, the 50 State Quarters program. And Delaware had the honor of being the first. Delaware. The first state. Not just a catchy slogan, it's a historical fact. Delaware was the first to ratify the U.S. Constitution on December 7, 1787, and that's why the coin proudly displays the year 1787 beneath the name. But why that year? What does it truly signify? To understand the coin, we have to go back, way back, to the birth of the nation itself. In the late 18th century, 13 colonies had declared independence, and the fight to become a unified country was on. Delaware, the second smallest state by area, was the first to officially sign on to the Constitution. This made it a symbol of unity, courage, and the pioneering American spirit. That's the heritage that this quarter embodies, and why it was chosen to lead off the ambitious State Quarter series. On the reverse side of this 1999 quarter, we see a man riding a horse. This isn't just any horseman galloping across the face of a coin. It's Caesar Rodney, a real-life American patriot. Back in 1776, Rodney made a legendary 80-mile ride through thunder and storm from Dover to Philadelphia to cast the deciding vote for American independence. The U.S. Mint captured this bold moment in history with a striking, dynamic image. That galloping figure on the quarter? That's Rodney, mid-ride, mid-mission, frozen in time for all of us to remember. It's a powerful image, not just for its artistic value, but for its symbolism. The state quarters weren't just about geography. They were about identity. And this one shouted, leadership, sacrifice, and being first. But what makes this particular quarter, the one we're spotlighting today, so rare? The standard 1999 Delaware quarter, millions of them were minted. They were released in both Philadelphia and Denver mints, bearing the mint marks P and D respectively. There were even special S mint proofs from San Francisco. But the coin we're talking about isn't just any D mint coin. It's one that collectors whisper about, the Roosevelt Mint Mark D. That's the kind of quarter we're talking about today. Now, of course, errors like this are extremely uncommon. Most collectors will never see one in person. But when one shows up at auction or in a private sale, the buzz is instant, and so is the bidding war. Here's where the collector appeal truly kicks in. Now let's talk numbers. A standard 1999 Delaware D quarter? Worth a quarter, maybe 50 cents to $1 if it's in pristine condition. But a rare variation, especially one with recognized error traits, can fetch dozens, even hundreds of dollars. And recently, one example of the Roosevelt D mint error Delaware quarter, verified by a specialist and kept in near mint condition, sold for a cool $177. That's right, $177 for a single quarter, but maybe, just maybe, one is waiting for you. So what should you do if you think you found one? First, don't clean the coin. Ever. Cleaning can reduce a coin's value dramatically. Second, examine it carefully. Use a jeweler's loupe or a digital microscope to spot details. Look at the mint mark, the edge, the lettering, and any signs of doubling or striking anomalies. If it still looks promising, reach out to a professional. Coin shops, certified appraisers, or grading services can give you the clarity you need, and while you're at it, keep checking your change. The world of rare coins is full of surprises. The most valuable coins aren't always hidden in safes or vaults, they're often hiding in plain sight, right in your pocket. Now, as we wrap up this journey, let's take a step back and appreciate what this coin really is. More than just metal. More than just currency. It's a link between eras. From the dusty roads of Caesar Rodney's midnight ride to the modern-day hustle of coin collectors combing through jars, this quarter carries the past into the present. And in doing so, it reminds us that history doesn't just live in textbooks. Sometimes, it lives in your hand. So next time you get a handful of change, take a closer look. Because tucked between the nickels and dimes might be something extraordinary. Like the 1999 Delaware quarter with the Roosevelt D mint mark, a 25-cent coin that tells a $1 million story, and today is worth a stunning $177. Let's take a step back in time and enter the beautiful heartland of America, where vast mountain ranges stretch beyond the horizon and history whispers through the trees. Our story today begins in a place steeped in natural wonder and national pride, Shenandoah National Park. But we're not just talking about the park itself. No, today we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics, the study of coins, and more specifically, one coin that has captured the attention of collectors across the country and beyond. It's the 2014 Shenandoah National Park quarter, minted in Denver and bearing the coveted D mint mark. This isn't just any quarter, it's one of the rarer gems in the America the Beautiful series. And by the end of this journey, you'll understand why it's not just worth 25 cents, but $166 and rising. So, settle in and join us on a journey through time, nature, design, and value. Because this isn't just a coin. It's a story. It's a symbol. And it might just be the next treasure hiding in your change. JAR.in 2010, the United States Mint launched an ambitious and visually striking coin program, the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This 56-coin series was inspired by the success of the 50-state quarters program and aimed to honor national parks and historic sites across the country. Each year, 5 new quarters were released, each celebrating a unique location from one of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, or a U.S. territory. Fast forward to 2014, the program was in full swing, and the second release of the year paid tribute to Virginia's Shenandoah National Park. Located in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah is a land of scenic beauty, rugged trails, and panoramic views that stretch for miles. It's no wonder it was selected for this high honor. The quarter dedicated to this iconic park wasn't just another release, it stood out, especially those that rolled out of the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, established in 1906, is known for producing circulating coins and maintaining high standards of quality. In 2014, the Denver Mint struck millions of Shenandoah quarters, but not all coins are created equal. Some batches had anomalies, minor die cracks, off-center strikes, or doubled designs, that transformed ordinary coins into rare collectibles. First, there's the design, easily one of the most visually appealing in the America the Beautiful series. Second, it's linked to an iconic natural site, which draws interest not just from coin collectors but also from park enthusiasts and history lovers. And third, it has established a reputation as one of the sleepers of the series, a coin that flew under the radar for years before gaining recognition and rising in value. First, the coin must be uncirculated, meaning it hasn't passed through everyday hands or suffered the wear and tear of pocket change. Next, it must score highly on the Sheldon scale, a 70-point grading system used by professional grading services. An MS-65 is considered high grade, but MS-66 or MS-67 is where the value really jumps. Add a Denver Mint mark and the appeal grows stronger. Finally, the coin's visual strike, its sharpness, color, and lack of blemishes, can make or break its price. These top-tier coins are few and far between, which is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar when they surface, but here's where it gets even more fascinating. Some Shenandoah quarters have errors that make them even more valuable. Die chips near the hiker's foot, doubled lettering, or extra material near the rim are just a few examples. These error coins often go unnoticed by casual observers but are highly prized by numismatists. One such error coin was recently appraised at over $200 because of a unique die clash on the obverse side. If you happen to find one of these in your pocket change, consider yourself lucky. You might be holding a small fortune. Let's not forget the historical layer of this coin. The Shenandoah quarter commemorates more than just a national park. It's a celebration of American resilience and the preservation of natural beauty. Shenandoah itself was established during the Great Depression, a time when the nation desperately needed hope and healing. Some collectors focus solely on Denver Mint coins, others seek out only MS-67 examples. Whatever your path, the Shenandoah quarter is a solid and inspiring place to start. Now let's return to that number $166. That's the current known top value for a single, certified MS-67 2014 Shenandoah Denver Mint quarter. That's more than 600 times its face value. And as time goes on, that number could grow. With fewer high-grade examples appearing in the wild and demand steadily increasing, some collectors believe this coin's ceiling hasn't even been reached yet. So next time you're counting change, take a closer look. That shiny 2014 quarter with the hiker on the cliff might be more than just a piece of pocket change. It could be a symbol of history. A slice of American beauty. And maybe, just maybe, a tiny treasure worth far more than you ever imagined. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 2014 Shenandoah quarter from the Denver Mint. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just coin curious, keep your eyes open, your coins clean, and your passion burning, because stories like this are all around us, waiting to be discovered.